Hi everyone, this is Viviane again with Linda, Wanda, and Diana. Thank you all for being here. We're going to say hi to a few of our lovely subscribers. Um, White Dragon is here, Joyful Journey, and oops, Sonia, Leah, Carl, CJ, and
Ross
Rossi. Hi everyone, and Lightworker, Diane. Who else
and
is
Rebecca.
Dakota? Hi Rebecca, thank you for being here. Whoa, I'm going down my list here. Hi Akila, nice seeing you.
Aquila.
And we see Wanda is joining us here, and I'm glad to hear that and see that Wanda is doing better. If you wanna let everybody know how Wanda is doing, Linda.
Wanda's improving every single day. She's actually having big arguments with the budgie now. And on Sunday when I weighed her, she weighed 224 grams. So she's doing much better. She's climbing up and down her cage, and she's much more energetic. She argues with me, and she's back to standing on top of her cage and yelling, and just for the joy of hearing the sound of her own voice. So yeah, she's doing so much better than she was a month ago at this time. So
That's
yeah,
great.
big help. Big thank you everybody who's been sending prayers
Mhm.
and healing energy. Really, it's made a huge difference. I'm sure she wouldn't be this greatly improved. I mean, look, you can tell she's put the weight on. She's not like
Mhm.
she's fluffy and you know, we'll
Yeah.
probably hear from her today.
Nice.
Leah wants to know if Wanda likes to go around the house with me. She is a very fearful little birdie. And so when I have her on my shoulder and I say, go down the hallway to the bathroom, she's iffy about whether she's going to stay on my shoulder or just flop off, like glide off my shoulder and not go in the bathroom. It's just like, who knows what scares her, but lots of things scare her. So she can if she wants to. I mean, I'm happy having her on me where, she loves supervising my cooking, and that
Oh
scares the
no.
hell out of me. It scares the heck out of me, it really does. So
Oh yeah, getting on a hot stove or something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
So no, recipe for disaster. She loves doing it, but I don't let her.
I
Some new,
missed exactly what it is she does that you're worried about.
Oh, she likes to supervise my cooking.
Oh,
So when I'm in front of the stove, she loves being, and when she before I clipped her wings, she'd fly over and sit on my shoulder and just look down. But I always
food.
put her back in her cage and shut the door because no, that's just, and now she can't fly over, so that's good.
Yeah, food. Groucho is exhibits that same thing. Whatever I'm doing, like when I was painting that mural of the tree,
Yeah,
she was watching every move.
yeah,
What you doing? What you doing?
yeah,
Is that for me?
yeah,
Is that for me?
yeah.
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 Oh,
So
that's
if she
new.
can't come, she could if she figured it out, but she hasn't come in this part of the house at all. She flies around in the room back there.
Mm,
Yeah.
And so I don't worry about the cooking. But if I sit down to eat, she goes to her bowl. And I'll eat out there a lot because birds like to eat together.
yeah.
Yeah.
They eat in groups.
We,
So
we got
Yeah.
some. We got some new people in the chat. I want to say hi to Gina and Jackie. Val Illumination Portal is here.
wow,
Hi,
And
wow.
I'm
Gina.
not sure if I say hi to Amanda, Tropical
Leah,
Empress.
Liz,
Liz is here.
Jackie.
And
Wow.
I think I say hi to Rossi, but if not, I'm saying it again. So, and Alan R is here, and Moira.
Oh, and Moira. Hi, Moira.
Ah,
Oh, Scott's here too. Hi, Scott. How you doing?
Oh, hi.
My cats are being naughty. One of them keeps like going on the, jumping on the island, the kitchen island at night because I keep the dry food container, like a smaller container. And now they know where it is. So recently, the container was found on the kitchen floor
looking for
and
a
it
way to
fell
knock it
down and
over.
open, knocked it over.
That's
Yeah, so
very
there's some food all
happy.
over. Somebody's being naughty, very naughty. I'm a very naughty kitty because
It's a
they're definitely not
mystery.
allowed.
That's that's so funny. Ah, that's such
Yeah.
a cat thing to do too.
Yeah, and I used to have like the little package of treats, like now the pack of treat when it's open, I keep it in another jar, like closed up because they got it onto it and there were like some teeth marks on the, trying to open the package too. So now that's like hidden.
Oh, they call it temptations,
Oh yeah, yeah, it is exactly. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, little naughty kitties. So,
Ellen, we can put you on your list, but you have to ask a question. We can't like put you on the list for. We need a question. So when you if you type in your question, it makes it easier for me anyway, because I have like old eyes. It makes
mhm.
it easier for me if it's in all caps. So if you can put your questions, if you can put in your question, you can be on the list.
Thanks,
And
Rosie.
as soon as I get Ellen's question, she'll be the last one because we
Yeah.
we have 10. She'll be 11, and questions are closed after Ellen.
Hmm.
Uh,
Ross said her cat does the same thing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I
Hi,
got
Jack.
Elaine's question, and
Thank you, Sonia, for liking the blue.
yeah, doesn't she look lovely today?
Which
Okay.
you look wonderful in blue,
Yeah,
and you guys are matchy matchy. I'm the one who's out today
you
wearing
didn't
purple.
get the email.
I
Yeah.
didn't. You guys didn't even tell me. Okay, here's Ellen's question. Okay, questions are closed as of now.
Do you want to announce who we have? The questions. Would you
Oh,
like to
yeah,
do that?
sure. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we have Leah and White Dragon, Dakota Celt, Rossi, Liz in Awe, Tropical Empress and Spirit, Light Worker, Joyful Journey, Heavenly Blessed Honey. Hi, Sonia. Jackie Cirillo. I hope I pronounced that correctly. T. Lynn and Ellen R.
Okay, Marby just came
Let me
in.
just
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, Linda. I'm going to go ahead and read the prayer protection and open the records. I want to ask that we all take 3 deep breaths. We are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you. Now I'm going to open the records. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose, and with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so, this group and those watching the replay are giving the truth to best serve them, on their healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them in this moment. And now I'm going to read this silently. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of this group and those watching the replay to receive the record of their soul. The records are now open. Okay.
I just want to remind people that if you've had a reading from us in the past couple of weeks, let someone else have a turn. That's in response to you, Carl, because I'm aware that you were before LNR, but LNR has never asked a question as far as I can remember. I've never seen her before. And so that's how we're doing it.
And I think, Carl, I think you had a question that was, I think it was a
message from guides.
If it is from a loved one that want to comfort, that would be a mediumship question too.
Hi, Garnet.
Hi, Garnet.
Oh, hey, Garnet.
Yeah,
and Scott and Jackie.
And Jackie, I'm not sure I said hi to you.
Yeah,
a light worker, hi.
Hey.
Yeah, actually, Jackie's in the chat
Empress.
today. Okay, let's see. I figure, in the last couple last. I remember that last Tuesday, Ellen didn't ask a question. So let's see who's first on the list. I think the first question is, let's see. We have
let me just address what Dragon is saying. He says, I want to tell all that even if you don't have a question, you can benefit from the others. Yes, because sometimes what comes in is a group. So, you are here as a group. So someone that is associated with the person who asked the question brings a friend who is associated to someone else here. You know what I'm saying? So it's a washover, just like mediumship, just like tarot card readings. If the answer resonates with you, it applies to you, because we have all been together before. We have all been here before.
Yes, and actually,
Emerson, Lake and Palmer is in my head all day today.
Yeah.
Must be those
what I like to do, I like to listen to the messages, and even I also like to take notes, like a journal about it, because when something really resonates, is like, wow, I really, it is good for me to remind myself of. So I write a little note, and so I know, Dakota, I do have you listed. I do have you here. I believe your question was not answered last week, so I do have you. Carl, your question was a mediumship question, so that's why also you're not starred, because we are not doing mediumship questions or psychic questions. We are answering the Akashic records questions.
Yeah, we had a big meeting and decided that we're going to be more strict about the kinds of questions that we answered, and try to limit it to Akashic records questions, or as best we can anyway. Simply because there are so few readers, Akashic records readers on YouTube, and So
And it's not only that, it's like I'm at the moment I'm not doing that, and then it puts pressure on the readers, like
yeah,
I am not
yeah,
answering, I am
yeah,
not practicing mediumship, and I am not practicing
yeah.
I am taking classes on
Psychic
mediumship, but I'm not
Akashic,
practicing at that
yeah,
point. I'm not ready to be doing that. I need to practice.
yeah,
So
and and also, yeah, it wasn't it. Yeah, but that wasn't the only reason, though, Viviani. I mean,
yeah, and no, sure, yeah, no, I understand. It's like in addition to that, and I also we want to make sure that um, other subscribers we can rotate the turns, and also we don't want the questions, subscribers asking the same question like different
yeah,
channels anyway. So I hope you all understand, and we just want to be take a make
you,
sure that everybody have a turn, and
yeah, and make sure everybody has a really good experience too. You
yeah,
know,
and we
um,
are we are grateful for your support, and we love having you all here. And it's just that I want to make sure that everybody have a chance. So let's see the first question. I'm going to go a little bit off order here because we do have a couple questions specific for Diane. Okay, I'm going to answer. Um, I'm going to answer Liz. Hi, Liz. Thank you for being here. Where am I heading with beautiful healing uploads? Liz, I had an image of you, and then like light flashes of light pointing towards you, all around you. And then I heard the word growing, and then I heard be patient, as take your time to integrate all this healing, and as you're growing. I just saw an image of a dolphin. I don't know if it means anything to you, Liz. Um, and the dolphin is like jumping up, like leaping, like splashing on the water. Leaps of growth. I heard. Leaps. And now I see the image of you again with those the light around you, and you're radiating light. And they're asking you to rest. Journal if you can, if you're not doing that already, because that will help you ease your mind and be more, and be present. I heard healing transfer. I understand. Let's see if we have any comment. Okay. Trying to see. I hope I hope it helped to Lizzie know, and I hope he made sense. They didn't tell me much about the meaning of the dolphin, but I heard leaps of, what was that? What did I say? Leaps of growth. Hi, peace, mama. I'm trying to find a comment from Liz. Maybe there's delay. Yeah, but this is what I got. And you're growing, and you're integrating all this healing, and your light. You're emanating this light, and it's transferring this healing transfer. Okay, let's see who's next here. Oops. Now for Linda.
Rossi's got a question.
I think did I mark that? Okay.
I think you must have taken that one.
Yeah, I just went out of order because there are a couple questions coming for
Yeah,
Linda.
no, I know. So I can answer Rossi's.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Hi, Rossi. We're all still feeling downloads, not just from the portal, but from what's been going on for the past month. And we're going to be feeling them for the rest of 2024. Things won't ease up until next year sometime.
2 years. 2 years as far as the solar maximum.
2 years? I thought it was 20. I thought the maximum would be over in 25. Oh.
No, now NASA has pushed it to 2026.
Oh, great. Okay. So I can tell you that on Sunday during our practice session, we did a reading on those because all of us were very uncomfortable. And the message that we got from the masters was that this is something that has to happen. It's for our elevation, our ascension, I think, and that we should not resist. That we should do our utmost to be receptive and not resist, because resisting it and going, that's going to make it worse. So don't do that. Be receptive and do what you have to do for self-care. So rest, eat well, all the rest of that. Now, what they're for in your specific case, Rossi, hold on for a second and I'll see what I can get.
Mm-hmm.
Healing. These are for your healing, and also through you, people around you are being healed. So I don't know if you're doing Reiki or if you're doing some other form of energy healing, but that's what these current uploads have to do with, is specifically healing yourself, healing, like they're part of your process of self-healing, if that makes sense to you. I'm not sure it made sense coming out of my mouth, but
Mm-hmm.
and they will make it possible for the people around you to access more healing as well. And how you're supposed to use them, that'll become obvious to you. It'll be like, you don't need an instruction book. You don't need an instruction book. It'll be very clear to you how this is all going to work, either as part of your, if you're doing energy healing, it'll become obvious as you're doing the healing what you need to do and how to do it. If you're working on healing yourself, same thing. It'll just be obvious to you. This is knowledge that is not hidden from you, and that you don't need any instructions to access it. It's available to you when you need it. If you don't need it, you might not be able to like get at it so easily, but when you need it, it's there. So I hope that helps, Rossi. I
Thank
think
you,
that's
Linda.
pretty darn cool that you're getting all of that.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you,
awesome.
Linda.
Congratulations.
Can I add a little something here?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Rossi, I want to know if you're tired today because you were very busy last night. My dream was jam-packed with practically everybody here. I cannot tell you what all your jobs were, but Rossi, you were the data keeper. You were keeping track. I will talk about it tonight on the dream show. I don't want to take up too much time here, but your specific job, yes, you're a healer, and you were like keeping track of where there was injury, where there was a healing needed to be done that you could send maintenance at the moment, but it was something that you had to go back and get when the battle was over. And it was a battle. It was a battle, but I don't want to go too deeply into it because y'all have so many great questions that we need to answer. Just if you're tired today, you were very busy last night, and everybody was.
Mm. Thank you. And I want to make a quick comment. Hi, Sharon. Sharon Sipe is here, and I saw a comment from Liz and she asked if it was healing others. When I saw the image of you with this light, expanding from you, this is how I interpreted that. You also, as you heal yourself and integrate this healing you're doing for yourself, you are also
Yeah.
affecting others and healing others.
Yeah.
This was my interpretation. So I that's some things are, when you listen to the message, you can I didn't ask towards the end if that was because I didn't see your comment, but this is how I interpreted that. As you heal yourself, healing others. Your energy also affects others. So,
That's your pen,
wow,
Rossi.
wow, that's cool.
And it's really all filigree. I'm just drawing it fast, with a Sharpie, because that smells so good. Anyway, it was a busy night, kids.
Yeah. Woo. Thank you, Diana. Now, actually, next question for you, Diana, is I'm gonna have you here is from Leah.
Hi, Leah. It's been a good while. May I ask for the most important message from my team, ancestors, star family, this point? Well, we're going to deal with the star family right now because you two were in last night. As far as that goes, you have more to venture out on. You're being trained in medicine in the old ways, so that earth is combined with Beetlejuice, so that earth, the star, so that, right?
It's not a Beetlejuice potion.
Bug juice at Campfire Girls, right? Hawaiian Punch. Oh yeah, now they're going Hawaiian Punch. Oh, and that's where you're hailing from, Hawaii. You were on the first wave that left from Lemuria and went into the tropical islands, but they're showing me Hawaii for you. Well, they're showing me the Pele Mountain. I don't know what, Diana doesn't know what island that's on. They're just showing me that with the image of Pele getting ready to jump in. So you were part of that. I am getting really hot, and it is not a hot day here. So you were trapped somehow not in the lava flow, but you were being kept from moving forward and trapped in the jungle as the lava was spewing all around you. I'm actually sweating. And I've never had a hot flash, so I can't imagine what anybody who has them goes through.
I hate you. I hate you so much right now.
I mean, to have one at 75 when I'm well past the birthing age. Oh my gosh. Leah, that is coming in so strong with your connection to the star seeds that were connected with Lemuria that ended up in Hawaii. And just as quickly, here comes the cooling sensation. Wow. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Well, I thank you, Spirit. Thank you.
Wow. Also nice.
Captain Morgan, haven't seen you for a long time. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Captain Morgan. Nice to see you here. Nice to have you here. So let's see who's else on the list.
Okay, that makes sense. what White Dragon said there about
Yeah,
the
let me
fiery salamander. Yes, yes.
yes. Let me get his comment on the screen. Yeah.
Well, I hope that I am the red spectral serpent. Okay. Oh, that brings even more of that together now, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, Leah. Awesome. And that's Mayan or Aztec? That would be Mayan, I think. I don't remember.
Okay, let's see who's
Oh,
Mayan.
okay.
Leah says it's Mayan.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Okay, good. That's White Jaguar. Oh, here's a cool breeze. Thank you. Now it's coming from that side.
Mm-hmm.
That has never happened before. Chills, goosebumps,
Mm.
extra ringing in the head. But I
Yeah,
had never
wow.
gotten that kind of heat before.
Wow. Hi, Mary Starshine. All right. Thank you, Diana. Let's see who's next here. I believe I have. Okay, I have Dakota. Did I have a past life as a horse? I remember seeing this question and not picking anything up, but I'll try again, Dakota, and see if I, uh, or if any of your ladies want to try too, because I remember didn't receive anything. But let's see. Maybe I didn't get anything because I asked before, like it was almost like a yes and no question, and those questions are not good, to ask. I'm trying to phrase it differently.
Oh.
Did you pick anything up? I didn't get
Well,
anything.
I did. I got
Yeah.
two things. First, they showed me a white Lippenstad, and that is
Mhm.
the essence of the horse spirit you have with you now. How your angelic appearance is now, the grandeur of that beautiful white horse. But what they are showing me that when you had the life of a horse, you were a wild Morgan out in the wild, free roaming horses. Back as I can't put a time frame on it because horses weren't on this continent. They were brought here by the Spaniards. The horses that were on this side at the time was before the Great Divide, where the lands split in two. And those horses had cloven hooves and were about the size of a fox. But over time, over generations, they had changed and became the horses that they are. But those horses all ended up on the other side while the horses that were here had disappeared. And right now I can't remember what animal was on this side that the other side of the world did not have. But you're running wild and free. You're like a roan color with a black mane and tail. And the transmission.
Well, thank you, Diana. I didn't pick anything up. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's right. The camel was here. And that's funny because with my eyes closed, that's what they were showing me. And I went, really? I should know better than to say, really? Yes, really? That's exactly right. The camel was here and the horse is there.
Thank you.
I got horse nomad.
You got what? Horse
I
nomad?
got Central Asian horse nomads.
Wow.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of those in history from many nations. The Arabians, the the Spaniards, the Moors. Definitely. I love that.
A couple people
Karen.
came in. Hi. Oh, sorry. Hi,
No.
Karen Doyle. Hi, Sal Rods. And hi, Sue Toffee came in.
Thanks,
for
Linda,
here.
for adding that in.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, thank you, ladies. I'm sorry, Dakota. I wasn't able to help with that one.
Well, and I don't know why they may have picked me to send that message to, because in here she says that I had shown up in a dream with her the other night that she had. And I dreamt of horses, but I didn't dream that I was hooking them up to a wagon.
Yeah, okay.
So I dreamt of horses a couple of nights ago myself.
Okay. And I didn't want to force it because I didn't want to be like, okay, I didn't want to be, obviously I wasn't going to make anything up, and I didn't want to be like.
No, that's fine. That's why we read as a team.
If I didn't get anything, but thank you, ladies. Let's see who's next.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, Sal Rods, Wanda's doing fine. She's right here. Sometimes she gets down to play in my lap, and that's why you can't see her. Oh,
okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So now for Linda, I have Tropical Empress, Amanda.
Well, the answer is always yes for anyone who wants to read the Akashic Records. I don't have to ask. Sorry. Would you guys disagree with me? Because if you have the urge, then try it. See if it works for you. See if you're comfortable. See if it fits. See if it's like tarot, right? If you pick up a deck of cards and do they feel nice? Do you enjoy reading them? Do the images interest you and take you to a place of connection with spirit? So the same thing applies with Akashic Records. Like every single human being has the capacity to connect spiritually. Everybody does. And so, because we all have souls, right? And so, if you want to learn how to do it, I know Val, Dragonfly Crystal, is doing another course in September, and she has spaces open. So go take a look on her store website. I don't remember I'm sorry, I can't put it into the.
I will post her website. Let me look it up here real quick.
So,
yes.
So Tropical Empress says she was told by Allie, Heart and Soul Connected, that I'm supposed to, because I was told I was at the burning of the bush with Moses as a woman.
Yes.
And
yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, of course you're supposed, everybody is supposed to. we just lost the connection to do it. And there's lots of different ways. She says, I was present at the Sermon on the Mount with Jesus as a man. I was told I'm supposed to bring those two lives into this life. Okay.
I just posted
I
the site. Hi, Nas. I just posted the site for
Oh,
Val.
thank you. There. Thank you so much, Viviani. So that there, Viviani just posted Dragonfly Crystal's website where you can register for her class. If you're a member of her channel, you get a 50% discount.
I'm
So
not sure. I think
there you are.
the discount has been updated. I believe it's not 50% any longer, but there is
Oh,
a
and it's
discount
not,
for
I'm so sorry.
members. Yeah.
Um,
There is a
Okay.
discount for members, but it's a different promotion now. But yeah, so go to the website and
Okay.
check. She offers other lovely classes too. We took a class of her, and of course, if you wish to schedule a reading too, that's the
Yeah.
same link.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely worth for everybody to do it, simply because it puts you at a higher vibration and it enables you to connect more deeply to spirit. You may not end up being an Akashic Records reader, like, but you can do it, and you'll be able to connect better for your own self and for your own growth. So yeah,
And
so do it.
practice is what
Just do it.
makes it
hey, you boys.
more viable in your life, but it will reconnect
Yeah.
you with the skills you already had in a lifetime previously.
Yeah.
You were well aware of it in a time when all of us were well aware of our psychic abilities and not persecuted for it.
Yes.
And not
Yes. Yes.
and then as we went forward, to have all of our power taken away from us by religion, not faith, religion. There's a difference, right?
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
see you make there's
Yeah.
a comment. Am I supposed to bring those two lives into this life? She's asking.
If you're aware of it,
Don't know.
you're already doing it. So what is the sacred manner in which you were walking then? That is what you're to bring forward. What was your sacred skill? What was your sacred belief? Where, you're trying to make sure you don't repeat anything from the past, right? That's what our next life is about. It's not about the karma so much as it is to live a better way, right? Many people do not believe that karma follows through to the next life you choose. It's what's the lesson of life.
Oh, I want to say hi to True Wave Energy Meditation. Thank you for being here. Nice seeing you.
Well, Mary, whomever is conducting the class sends you a link. You press that link and it takes you where you got to go to get the class.
Yes, it is.
You don't need to know a thing about it.
Yes, it is easy.
Yeah.
And then
and it's gone.
It's very easy. And then later on, you get a copy emailed to you of the. You can rewatch the class.
And then you just follow that link, and it'll take you to the MP4 or MP3 or whatever, or whatever mode she used.
Whatever it is, the video.
A lot of the times it's Zoom or StreamYard, so it just takes you to that recording on her channel, and then you can download it and then.
Yeah, and Val usually does it on Zoom, and it's the same thing. She'll send you the link to the Zoom reading, and you download it to your computer, and you rewatch it as often and whenever you want. The important thing I want to say about the Akashic Records is the practice of it, and that's why we have a weekly practice session. So
it's very important to practice. Yeah.
And it kind of helps us when we're just getting our downloads to differentiate between the mediumship and the Akashic. Really, what's the difference? Well, there's just a hair of a difference because we're in that field. But that's for later. I do digress.
Diana, this is a
Don't
question
get
from
caught up
White
in the
Dragon.
weeds with that.
I'm sorry, what?
This is a question from White Dragon for you.
Okay. Let's see. For Record Master Jason, learning past lives and knowing about 3 violins on board my ship, the Stradivarius, the Goon, and the white one, Guarnier, and the white one. What's the tie-in? What is the purpose for the white one? Well, we have said before, because we talked about this, that white one is connected to the angelic realm, to the higher realm. It is sacred. It is, that explains. Okay. It wasn't Metatron that came into me today. But you know how he is always shown with this shocking white hair. This guy, I don't know which angel it is, and I'm sure that there is a name to go by. He came in with really close cropped curly hair, like an afro, but pure white. And his skin was the same color of the hair. And he just kept peering around and grinning. So that violin is through him. Now, how do we get to find his name? I think this is up to you. That physical description is the best I can give you as to what to tap into to find him, whether you are out on a mission or just to connect with him yourself through Akashic. He's being secretive about it. So there is something that needs to be kept secret, and he's going to tell you the secret himself. End of transmission.
Thank you, Diana. Okay.
Oh,
go ahead.
What a day.
Okay, now I'm going to answer this one from Jackie Cirillo. Is a past life causing me back pain? In, you live with daily. Okay. I see you falling off a horse. We were talking about horses earlier, but I see you falling off a horse. Let's see if there's anything else that they show me. And now I see you driving, which is indicating, a car accident. I don't see an accident happening. I just see, it's like I'm the passenger inside a car, and I can, see that I'm the one driving. And now I see a woman walking, holding what looks to be, it's it, it's either almost looks like a barrel, but it's like, I guess it's like a really big basket, and making me think that that repetitive movement, of like transporting things like that, whether it's food in a market or something like that, it causes you to have that, also that back pain. It's a woman wearing like a long skirt and hair up, and holding this, like I said, this big, can't tell. I heard Ireland, like, having like a rural life that you had to do a lot of, work like that, a lot of walking and carrying something heavy. And put a lot of pressure on your back. Working on a farm. So this is what I got for you, Jackie. Thank you so much for your question. I hope that helped. Okay, and let's see who's next.
I got a wound
A wound.
for Jackie. There's
Hmm.
she was wounded in a she
In
was
a
wounded in a
battle.
battle and died of her wound,
Oh,
and it was either yeah. So it was either a sword to her back or an arrow, um, a spear, something like that. Anyway, something went
wow.
into her back, and she ended up dying from it.
Wow. So you had all this different, past lives all affecting your back.
That's what I got
Yeah,
too. It's
yeah.
showing
So
you
there's
where
more than
that
one. There's more than one life. Yeah.
the pain you have now shows you where the wound was. Its point of entry.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, let's see what else is here. Okay, we did get White Dragon. We got Jackie.
And that, I
For
think that was
Linda.
a lot. The wound was a lot before the woman, so it just compounded like those two
Yeah.
lives. But there was a third one that I can't quite. And so all these are all piling together, and this is what you. That's what's affecting your back now. So I suggest Reiki. I mean, as well as whatever you're doing now, and see your doctor. We're not doctors of any sort,
Yeah.
and don't take medical advice from us. See your doctor, and maybe get chiropractic treatment that might help you, and also some kind of energy healing will also be helpful to you.
Yeah,
I
acupuncture
just want
is
to
great too. Go ahead.
I just want to add that chiropractors really listen to you, the whole story,
Yeah.
where your first worst injury at and how it all has added up over
Yes.
the years,
Yes.
because they're about the energy field. So they work with Reiki. They're moving the energy by reconnecting with the foundation of your body, with your skeleton, with your bones.
Yes.
And all of us should take this into consideration right now, because Pluto, through Capricorn, how many of us had terrible teeth? How many of us did things with our bones, or are now suffering from injuries from past lives and
Mm-hmm.
through this life? So this, he's about to step in again to Capricorn. So again, I broke a tooth Friday night. The tooth that's the anchor tooth for the partial. Thank God it can be saved with a crown. But are
Mm-hmm.
you kidding me? I was eating ice cream.
Oh man. I know I
So
have
what's the lesson? I can't eat my ice cream?
yeah, I know I have issues with my feet that are related to past
See?
lives, chronic pain on
Hmm.
my feet.
And
Um,
my chiropractor truly believes the environment is
mm-hmm.
affecting us. And he truly believes that the solar flares, the solar
Yes,
maximum, is all a part of this. He understands that. And
yes.
he, when I give him my astrology spew about Saturn return on major surgeries that I had,
Mm-hmm.
he's like listening. He may not understand the astrology, but Saturn is a 7-year itch, right? And I'm in that 28.
Yeah.
I've gone through. It's the 7-year
Mm-hmm.
itch 4 times. And so when I explained it to him that way, I said, "Well, you're a doctor. You know what everybody says about 7 years in your body." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, we call it the Saturn return. It's been 28 years. So I'm in that Saturn return."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not
yes,
to
Yeah.
lecture nor interrupt, because here
yeah.
we
So
go with my
those
mind.
other
Sorry, guys.
back injuries, the falling off the horse was a big impact on the lower back,
Just writing.
and then the yes, and the um driving
Yeah.
bit,
Riding really
a collision
back.
that, just more pressure, and then the walking with the heavy was just that repetitive
Yeah.
pressure, but of nothing. That those were not a reason
Right.
that you didn't get killed with that. But I'm glad you added the other injury
Mhm.
because I did not see that, and everything I saw was related to the lower back area.
Sure, Virgo. And then, your feet carry the weight of your whole body. Your spine compresses with each step. Multiply that by the years and the days and the step per day. I mean, oh my gosh. And
Yeah,
what you're walking on and how crazy you dance. And are you a runner? And what else did you do? So these
yeah,
are all things that build up for sure.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. Oh, and I thank you, Diana and Linda. And I have a question from T. Lynn for you, Linda. Um,
Um, what is affecting this life? How many past lives have I lived? Well,
it's
I've
harder to
always
get a
felt older,
number.
believe a carryover from the most recent past life. Okay. It's hard to get a number, that's right. But I'm getting more than 50.
Mm-hmm.
More than 50, not 100. Uh, and I ask for a more precise number, and they're like looking at me like, what for? So sometimes my guides and masters are more cooperative than
Chorus.
others, more forthcoming than others. um,
Yeah.
what? Sorry, I didn't hear you, Diana.
I just said, yeah, they're very
Are
funny.
we frozen?
No, you're good. I
No, I didn't understand
Yeah.
you were talking
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
I was reading the
Um,
chat.
okay.
I need to, Dr. Bergman.
Oh, okay. Um, and and what's affecting this life? Well, all the lessons that you learned, you're bringing with you. So, I mean, technically, which is the best way, uh, all
Mhm.
of them are affecting the life that you have today. Uh, but I think you mean more in the lines of like, do you have any physical ailments or anything there? I don't get that. Um, yeah, there's of you were hanged once, and you were burned once, like not in a house fire, but burned at the stake once. Ouch. but I don't get that any of that is affecting your physical health now.
When she also says,
although you would probably what?
"Oh
What
no,
does
I'm
T-Lynn
sorry.
say?
Go ahead." I was just going to say, she said she always felt older, and I was going to ask her, do you mean like physically? Because you saying you always felt like an old
Yeah.
soul. You know, some people have a comment say, you know, I feel like an old soul.
Yeah. I interpreted that she always felt like she was an old soul. Yeah, I
As
didn't,
more,
I didn't see a 40-year-old.
oh, okay. She made a comment here. As a small
The
child, I felt like a well-educated elite old lady dressed like one. Okay, I now understand her comment.
uh, so you were a 40-year-old in a 6-year-old's body.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing that is affecting your life now, I think you would benefit from clearing your chakras, cleansing your aura, clearing your chakras, because it seems to me that there is some kind of blockage in your throat chakra about speaking out, because you've been put to death before for speaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a blockage that you carry, speaking out on behalf of others, speaking up for yourself, just speaking. And so communication is you find it difficult you find it difficult, so work on your throat chakra, um, and to clear it of that energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I've got.
That's good. That's good to know. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
That helps, T-Lynn. That was
Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. And now, okay, I have a light worker.
Highlight worker. Is the past life causing my fear of driving? Thank you. Yes. In fact, several of them.
Oh, really?
Okay, so they're showing me a Conestoga, um, Conestoga covered wagon falling off a cliff. You were being chased, and so things went wild, and they just went to get away from the craziness that had spooked them. Before that, before that, you were trampled. I can't tell where you are. It feels to be the Orient, and uh, it could be. I mean, it's like a rickshaw, but you're not dressed of the culture of that part of the Orient. More like Arabian.
Hmm.
And again, this is a runaway chariot that trampled you, but you were on foot. Okay, then there's a life where you got in a motorcycle wreck and died. You were a man, and the Harley that they're showing me is like early 50s, like a knucklehead, a panhead. I think it's a knucklehead. Um, yeah, hardtail. bicycle seat. And then you were on an icy road in a pileup. And that is all 1950s vehicle. So the Harley could have been any time, could have been your most recent. They're not showing me order. They're just showing me where accidents had occurred. So I hope that helps, and it's understandable. And it's a crazy world out there when you
Yeah.
get in a car. And also, this could be an anniversary of one of those pileups, one of those passings. This could also be you getting a premonition. Like, they usually make stuff happen to my car, so I can't go anywhere.
Oh. Yeah.
And boy, they were after me at the beginning of this year. I mean, summer in May, end of April, beginning of May. And they also busted my windshield back in February. And then last year in May, I needed to have a catalytic converter changed. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they wanted me off the road, and there were crazy pileups all around. So they wanted me off the road during that time. Just heed that warning. So if you feel really, really bad about it, don't let it make it the fear become an obsession. Weigh it out. Talk to your guides. Bless your car. Bless the drivers
Yeah.
around you. Bless yourself. Take a sigil for an archangel and sketch it out on a piece of paper. Stick it under your driver's seat. Mercury, because it's communication. Uranus, because it's about vehicles. It is about the electricity in the car, and it's all computerized now and stuff like that. So both Uranus and Mercury come into that and can give you very strong blessings through the sigils for both of those planets.
Those are great tips. I actually, years
Right.
ago, I also had an accident that it made me way overstressed, like every time I had to drive. So I initially I would drive like back roads, like less traffic, and I'll just like until I was more comfortable to be on the
Yeah.
highway again, things like that. So do
and
that.
and doing that, making sure you spend as little time in rush hour traffic and
Yes,
taking the back roads helps you overcome that trickle down fear.
yes. And then while driving out, sometimes I would have to like really take deep breaths and listen to something calming music. Yeah, because it was very stressful after
Yeah.
um,
Create your own
accident.
mantra,
Yes.
right? And call in that divine white light. I say the
Mm-hmm.
prayer that we say when we're closing here. I say that 3, 4, 5 times a day. And when I get in the car, I refresh it. I may not go through the whole prayer, but even the dogs sit and wait for me to rub their heads with my amethyst. They know when we're praying.
And I like to also say, when I get in a car, ask Archangel Michael to place a protective bubble around your car, while you protect you and other drivers while you drive. All those things, great tips. Thank you so much for your question,
I call
Lightworker.
on my angels.
Yeah,
I ask
I
for
call. I call.
Pathfinder angels to help me find my way. I ask for
Mhm.
parking angels to have a
Oh,
parking
I do
spot
too.
ready for me when I
Yeah,
get
that's
there.
great.
I ask for angels for everything to keep me safe and to guide my way and to make sure that all the crazies like stay away from me. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I used to be very nervous too because
I
yeah, it's great. There was a time that I would be driving and I had no choice but to I remember during my finals in college that all the schools were closed and my school did not, and I had a final and my teacher did not accept the exams or anything via email, and I had to show up and go. So, driving terrible weather and like praying and getting, super nervous into, getting there, and then getting there and then the school closing right after. It's just like,
They were
so
waiting for you.
it's horrible. Yeah. So I always got very, very nervous having to drive in the snow too. And, so yeah. All right. Thank you, Diana. And thank you, Linda. So, okay, let's see who's next. Was that my turn now? Okay. Hi, Sonia. Was I ever in the entertainment world? I think you were, but let's see. I heard singer and I saw a vision of a woman. I heard backstage theater, like you're doing something a backstage for theater. Yeah, backstage theater. I see you as a man and like helping with the production. And then I heard writer too. So yeah, I mean, all this creative um, activities. Let's see. Oh wow, nice. I don't see Sonia's comment. I hope that helped, Sonia, if you're still here. I don't see a comment from you. Um, okay, let's see who else is here. Now for Linda. It's a question from like Joyful Journey. You may have to rephrase it for her because, as we know, the masters don't
Joyful
tell us
journey.
what to do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just going to say this is a perfect example for all of you. This is a perfect example of what not to ask the Akashic Records masters because, frankly, they don't care, and they just go. It's your free will. It's your choice. You can choose to do whatever you want. It's not. It's not. They're concerned with your soul's journey. They're concerned with spiritual development. And they will tell you to take a job or they will say this is a good job for you, you can, you do well in this job, and it turns out to be the most toxic work environment with horrible people. Of course you grow spiritually, just learning to cope with that. So you got to be really careful when you ask those kinds of questions about what you should or shouldn't do. My suggestion to you is to follow your joy. If this gives you joy, and if you are able to, meet your expenses, of course, then by all means, continue to work in healthcare. If it's not bringing you joy anymore, then find something else that does. You may be burnt out. You may have like physical injuries that make it difficult. There's a lot of reasons why you'd want to get out of healthcare. Okay, I get it. I really do. And if that's the case, then look for something that you think will give you more joy. Maybe you could move into admin. Maybe you just need to take a few, I don't know, Excel courses or something and move yourself into an admin position in healthcare, or a teaching position in healthcare. And so that's the best I can do for you, Joyful. It's your choice, and your guides can offer you some information. Although, again, I would be very surprised if they said, do this, don't do that, because mine sure don't, and I don't know anybody's who do.
Well,
when it comes to like what you do for a living, when it comes to being friends with people, though,
when you asked this question,
What?
they said, "Ha! Once a healer, always a healer." So this is in your nature, right? Because you want to care, you're in service. But what Linda is saying is a good idea. But think of other ways that you can still be a healer, but work at your own pace. What you believe in: Reiki, zero balance, chiropractic, herbal medicines,
QHHT,
essential oils. I mean,
naturopathy.
There's such a new opening and acceptance of going back to a lot of the old ways, which is the soothsayer mixing it up in the sink. Like, I went to the gypsy Madame Ruth, the old gypsy with the gold cap tooth.
Love potion number 9.
That's a good song.
Yep. She bent down
I still
and
think
turned
that's an
around
awesome
and gave me
song.
a wink. She said, "I'm gonna make it up right here in the sink. Smell like turpentine, it tastes like Indian ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes. I took a drink."
It's been a while since I heard that song. It's a fun song.
I love that song. Oh, it was such a fun song. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thank
you, ladies.
Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I also believe that.
That's an awesome suggestion for you.
Yes. And also your guides will do what they can and tweak things around you too. They're not going to tell you what to do because of your free will, but little things and signs and things will happen around you to kind of like give you a little, nudges to
guide you.
Put you in your. Thank you so much. Who's next now?
Sally wants us to do karaoke.
I agree. I think we should do that one day. We should just
and
a fun show. Singing and reminiscing.
Yeah, karaoke. The all singing, all dancing. Karaoke.
Oh, I did this question already. It's a little bit of there's a little bit of the sound sometimes is a little choppy on my end. I don't know if it's happening for you ladies. So if I am interrupting and speaking over
there's
people,
a lag.
Because it is happening on my end here. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's happening everywhere. We do have a solar
storm. Oh yeah, it is. It is retrograde. Yeah.
And that too. Uranus retrograde. Is Uranus retrograde? No. I don't know.
Mercury, yeah.
There's 9 planets. 5 of them are retrograde.
Yeah, sounds being choppy over here, and it's not windy or anything. It's not raining or windy. So thank you, Joyful Journey, for your question. And now we
I'm
have,
getting a lot of lag as well.
yeah, okay. So now is for you, Diane's last
The
question.
searchers, yes, Captain. The searchers. Did we go to different schools together, Captain Morgan?
Now
Oh,
it's
Ellen. Okay. Did I have a past life in France? I saw this question and they showed me right off the bat the Eiffel Tower, and then they jumped over to the Trump. What is that? Trump Plaza. Trompe.
Temple. No.
What is that? Archway. That archway.
Oh, Arche de Triomphe. L'Arche de Triomphe. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Arche de Triomphe.
Say it, Frenchie.
Triomphe.
Please. Triomphe.
Yeah.
This is Sister Mary Linda de Gonzalez. Now, class.
It's the
Just teasing you, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, you did have a life in France around the time of the construction of the Eiffel Tower. And it was a grand thing as it was being
so the 1880s.
constructed.
1880s.
I don't personally know much of the history. Wasn't it some kind of affair? Was
Well, the guy's name was Eiffel, and
please. Eiffel of what? You got an Eiffel of what?
His last name was Eiffel.
No, the guy's name was Gustave. The guy's name was Gustave Eiffel.
Gustav Eiffel.
Gustav Eiffel. He was actually German, and
Okay.
he had a private apartment built in the tower for himself, and it was there was a lot of controversy because, of course, because people were going, what a waste of money, what a blah 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 blah, and never wanted to have it built. But wasn't it Gustave? Oh, Dakota says it's Pierre Eiffel. Okay. Anyway, so they went ahead and built it, and it was a huge triumph. I mean, the whole world was like, oh my God, look at this. It was like engineering, everybody was, because it was Victorian times, and everybody was all crazy about iron and steel and making big buildings.
A new, the innovation generation had begun. So what they're showing me for you, Ellen, is a lady with a parasol and a bustle skirt, and you're strutting around like it is a Manet painting, right? Manet. I can't. Which one is the one in the park? Monet. So that must be Manet. Manet painting the picnickers in the park, and they're showing me that era. And so you were there at the time that this was being built and going on, and part of the controversy.
But
you were all about that because you were young, and it was like, okay, something new. Get rid of some of these old ugly buildings around here that are dilapidated and falling down and been around since the 1700s, and so you were of the generation that was all for it. So you were young at the time that it was being built. But that is what they're showing me for your life in France. Nice. You did have a life that is sort of coinciding with that time era. So whatever you went to France to learn, you learned it. You went someplace else. Then you went back to France again at that same time period. So whatever you had to learn the first time around, you learned it. You went there for other reasons the second time around. Now, they're not showing me what that is. what the second life was, but you had been there twice like that. And in that same time frame. So you get what I mean? You had one lifetime in that time frame. You went someplace else. Then you went back there to that time frame to learn a different lesson in that time frame in France.
Yeah.
Very nice.
End of transmission. I hope that helps.
So she went back to the same time period twice. Oh man.
Nice. Thank you so much. I
Yes,
want to
but
say,
to learn two different lessons. It wasn't the same thing each time around. That's, that sliding doors.
yeah,
Once you've been there, you can't go back to
Yeah.
the same. You never step in the same river twice. You never jump and
yeah,
land on the same earth.
that was lovely. I want to say a quick hi to Kira. Nice to see have you here, Kira, and Karen and Scorpio Mama. If I didn't say hi to you before,
Right?
thank you for being here.
The skeleton for the Statue of Liberty. Right. I knew that there was something else involved. So maybe that had something to do with that the second time you went back.
Nice. That was nice time to be there. Nice place. Nice.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Well, if you had money, listen. If you had money, any time is a good time, right?
Yes. Yeah, because there are times like,
I mean,
especially for a woman, there's so many times, and they're like, oh, wouldn't want to be, there, and wouldn't want to live and experience there, but so
Yeah.
thank you.
You're right.
Yeah, it was hard for women no matter what time, but if you had money, it wasn't as hard.
But yeah,
It
it's
wasn't
tough
as
now.
tough as
But
if
we
you
look
didn't
back,
have any
it's like,
money.
yeah, I know. I had a lot of lives without any money. Very tough life getting money. So, as a female too. Okay, these were all the questions we had, and
Yes, Rossi.
yes.
What are you doing?
Horrible. Well, they all were back then, but especially, when we think of it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, and then think of Papillon, which was a real story. And
Yes.
so Dickinson, when he wrote that,
Dreyfus, all of that.
Dreyfus, I said Dixon. Sorry.
So, would you mind doing the healing for us?
I would love to.
It's always lovely. We always enjoy your healing. Thank you.
Okay, let's start with 3 deep breaths.
Keel in and Val.
Inhale at the top. Exhale with your mouth open. Please place us in a steady stream of divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and grace. Michael, wrap your blue bubble of protection around us that shrinks to fit as we step into the healing teal green orb of Raphael that floats and shares and spreads and transfers. The divine white light, the white light of divine guidance and grace, so mote it be. Bless everyone here and anyone who comes in to watch.
Thank you so much. This was lovely. Thank you, Linda. I mean, Diana.
And Linda too.
I'm going to go ahead and close the records, and then I want to see what we're doing next. So, closing the records now. I would like to close by thanking the light for the truth, and I would like to close by thanking the light for the healing energy, and I would like to close by thanking the light for the guidance and compassion towards our soul's purpose. And with this, we lock the records of this group and those watching the replay. The records are now closed. Thank you. And Linda, what's next for you?
She can't hear
For
you.
me,
Yeah. Yeah, what's next for you, Linda? What's
I'm getting a
what?
big lag.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's all over.
Well, on Thursday on my channel, I have a live with Pixie Dust,
Oh,
Pixie the
nice.
Soul Reader. She's an amazing Akashic Records reader, and
Yes.
then next Tuesday, of course, Akashic Adventures is going to be on my channel. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but next Monday, the 19th, wait a minute, 15th today, the 19th, I'll be doing, I'm going to be really busy.
Mm,
At 2 o'clock, I'm going to be on Heather's channel on the Divine Feminine Show with Heather, Soul Alchemy, Indigo Jaguar Soul Alchemy. Or maybe it's the other way around. I always get confused with that. I apologize, Heather. Um,
mm.
Oh,
Anna
That's,
Ramon
yeah.
with Gerald. Um,
I was not able to hear you. You may want to say
she's
that
She's
again.
and
frozen. You're freezing. So
are we back?
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you're back
back, but you're
now.
freezing up and choppy.
So yeah, I could
Yeah.
not hear what you're going to be doing with Ramon. I heard what you're doing with Pixie, but and Heather,
Oh,
but you may say that.
on that's on Monday the 19th. Yeah, with
Mm-hmm.
Ramon at 5 o'clock Pacific. At five
Okay.
o'clock Pacific with Ramon and Gerald, and at 2 o'clock Pacific with Heather and Nancy for Divine Feminine.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And Jackie posted your channel. So just a reminder again that next Tuesday, the Akashic Adventures will be on Linda's channel. So we switch every week. And so yeah, so it'll be Jackie. Thank you, Jackie, for
Yeah,
posting the channel. And what about you, Diana? I know you have a live later today.
yeah.
The dream show is on later tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. Adjust for your time zone. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, I will be at the final concert in the park. I read tarot cards down there. So if you're in Garden City, stop on by my
Nice.
tent. And then Monday, I will be back on with Angela. The pretty light week this week.
Lovely. I'm going to be with Heather, So Alchemy Indigo Jaguar, but it'll be next week on the 22nd. So I'll announce that again next week because it's a little time, another week to go. So, but thank you so much. Lovely, lovely messages. And thank you all for being here. Um, thank you for participating in the chat and for hanging out with us. And thank you for your questions. And so thank you again, Linda and Diana. And we'll see you next week at Linda's channel. Thank you so much. Bye, all.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you all.